You cannot have no color in your hair, no tattoo being shown, no piercings of the nose, the different piercings here, whatever, even if you have it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be answering the question, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, I have the video here and I'm going to be talking about some of the pros and cons, but you're going to answer in the comment section below, is it worth it? Is it worth it teaching in the United States? Or should we just stay in our home country and just face the trials and tribulations? Because guess what? I'm not even giving it away as yet. But guys, is it worth it? So, if you did not watch my previous video on how to get a teaching job in the United States, you need to check that out. You can check it out here. Also, if you did not watch my previous podcast on Teacher's Lounge, teaching in the United States, you need to check that out. Once you're on my channel, if you check out the podcast area, you will see where we have 5 episodes there. So let's get into this. Is it worth it? I know so many people want to come to the United States to teach. I say so many. I know some people are going to comment and say, oh no, not me. And that's fine. We all have our dreams and aspirations, and we don't need to tear others down if that's not our dream, right? But a lot of people, they aspire to come to teach in the United States. Is it worth it? I know for myself, it was my aspiration to teach outside of my home country, and it wasn't specifically to be in the United States, but I just wanted an exposure. I wanted that experience of what it was like teaching in a different country. After teaching in my home country for over 10 years, I was like, I definitely need to see what it is like teaching in a different country. And so I first thought about the Middle East, and I know my colleagues and we tried to find jobs there. Long story, I'll not get into it, but then it ended up that I'm here in the United States, and I've been here for over 8 years, and the experience, yes, it is good, it is bad, it is everything. I cannot give you one word to describe the experience. So let's talk about some of the pros and the cons of teaching here in the United States. And as I said, you're going to respond to my question, is it worth it? Tell me if some of these pros and cons are things you also experience here in the United States. The first pro is our exposure to different cultures. Guys, if you are from a country like Jamaica, and I know Jamaica, our motto says, out of many one people, and yes, we have people from different cultures in Jamaica. When you get to the United States, it's different. It is just different. In Jamaica, though it's out of many one people, where I was from in Jamaica, I saw mainly one type of people, if you get where I'm going. But in the United States, the cultural exposure is different. You're going to see people from all walks of life. All. I mean all. And so you get to learn so many things about different people's way of life. And that's definitely a pro for me, because I like learning about others, and I like, understanding why people do things. If you're somebody who's really not into being open to different people's culture, you might not see this as a pro, but for me, it is a pro. Another pro is that while teaching here in the United States, you get exposed to so many different technological devices. Technology, they're big on it. And I know people who are here in the United States still don't believe that they are exposed to enough technology when compared to other countries. But coming from a small country like Jamaica and being exposed to the different technologies here, that's a pro for me. I mean, the students have their own devices. The teachers are given their own devices. I know my school district that I worked in South Carolina, the very first day I got my device that I used to do my own lessons and stuff. It wasn't that case in my current school district, but then they got on board and now the teachers have their own device. In the classrooms, they have the smart boards, they have different gadgets for, technology access. It's just a lot of technology. It's a lot. And the materials also is a lot. So those are definitely pros for me. Another pro is that the physical structure of the classrooms, and I am saying this again, and I can compare it to my home country. I don't know about where you're from and what the physical structure of your classrooms are, but the physical structures seem to be a little bigger and more spacious, and there are built-in bathrooms within classrooms. For example, if you've watched my video where I shared my classroom and how I set my classroom up, you would see in that video that between my classroom and the next classroom, there are bathrooms for the boys and girls. So they don't need to leave their classrooms to go outside to get to the bathroom. So that's definitely a pro. Back home in Jamaica, there would be a central location where the bathroom is. And so the students would have to leave the classroom and go to the bathroom. And yes, they also have those here where they can also use those bathrooms in the hallway, but they have built-in ones in their classroom as well. So that's a pro. The students don't need to be leaving the classrooms to go to the bathroom, unless you want to take them as a group to the bathroom in the hallway. Pros, pros, pros. Coming up to the cons shortly. Another pro, and this is going to be dependent on how you look at things, because a lot of people would say one of the pro is the salary, but then $1 is $1 anywhere you go. American teachers are being underpaid. American teachers complain about their salary. However, if you come from Jamaica or the Philippines or a different country, you might say, oh, the salary is great. But if you look at it in the true nature of things, the salary is not great. It's not great. What makes it great is when you send the money back home and see the value of that money when you change it into your Jamaican or your Philippines currency. It might seem to be a lot. For example, you might be getting $100 fortnightly here in the United States as a teacher, but when you send that $100 home to Jamaica, it might turn out to be 10,000 Jamaican dollars. And you're like, oh, so I was working just $20 here, and when I go to the United States, I'm working 10,500. I don't think that's a fair comparison, but some people believe that's one of the main reasons. Some people say yes, it's a big deal, but if you look at it in reality, it's really not. So I don't even know if I'm to say it's a pro or a con. Is it a pro or a con? Is the salary really salary in? Is it salary in? And Jamaicans will know what I mean when I say that. Is it salary in? All right, another pro we want to talk about is the dress code. Now in Jamaica, Jamaican teachers will like to dress it up. We have to go to work looking like professionals in our skirt suits or pantsuits, and your stockings and your heels. You cannot have no color in your hair, no tattoo being shown, no piercings off the nose, the different piercings here, whatever. Even if you have it, you cannot wear them to work. If you wear these to work, you are going to be frowned upon. You might be asked to take it out, and in principle, I might fight or something like that. Joke. But here in the United States, it doesn't matter where your tattoos are. They could be all the way up on the arm. They could be in your face. It doesn't matter. You can have piercings wherever. No big deal. You can wear whatever color you like in your hair. It could be yellow. It could be pink. It could be blue. Whatever color. Nobody cares, because that has nothing to do with you delivering your lessons. So I see that as a pro. The way I look has nothing to do with what I'm going to be delivering to my class. So definitely, I'm gonna big that up. That good. That is definitely a pro. So if you're a fashionista, you into fashion, you want to dress up, you want to look nice going to work, you're tired of wearing the skirts, suits, and the stockings and the heels, you want to dress up and look nice going to work, do you, boo? Nobody's going to be asking you why you're not dressed in a skirt suit. Not saying they ask us that in Jamaica, but it's the expectation. You have to look professional. And I'm not saying I'm with this, because I'm seeing people wearing tights to work. No, that's not appropriate. That's not acceptable. But it's done. If you see where I'm getting. So it's a pro, meaning you can take advantage of it in a positive way, not a negative way, guys. Come on now. We still got to be professionals. All right. So let's come off the pros some more. I might left off some of the pros, but if you have a pro, please put it in the comment section below. Let us chat it up in the comment section down there about some of the pros you have experienced and tell me if it's worth it. So I'll definitely say it's worth it. The fact that I can wear color in my hair, the fact that if I want to do my piercings, I can do that and not be judged. That part, that aspect of it, I don't feel like I have to be subjected to these rules. Not that I don't like to follow rules, but hey, give us a break. Our job is to teach. Yes, we're also role models, but hey, give us a break. So let's talk about some of the cons, guys. And if you got some cons, put them in the comment section below. Some of the cons, again, with the cultural differences, you might find it difficult adjusting to the culture here in the United States, especially if you're not flexible and you don't adapt easily. It might be a big challenge for some of us. I'm telling you, it can be a big challenge for some of us. I know when I just came here and I was working in South Carolina, and my colleagues, sometimes when I spoke, the response they gave when they could not understand what I was saying, I was in awe, because I'm saying, yes, you don't understand what I'm saying because clearly our accent is different, but it's the way how you do it. Because at the same time, when they spoke, most times, I could not understand what they were saying, but I did not react in the way that they did, right? So it's going to be dependent on your work environment, how well you are adjusting to the culture, and how well your colleagues are adjusting to you, because they also have to adjust, and that can be a con. Because as Jamaicans, you know, say somebody are going some kind of way, you're gonna be like, I want sure. Anyway, we're not getting into that. Another con is you're definitely going to miss going to miss your own culture back home. You're going to miss your food. You're gonna be longing for your good Jamaican chicken bacon or curry chicken and whatever is it love to eat, mackerel and rice, whatever it is love to eat. You're going to be missing it. Also, you're gonna be searching if you're gonna go to a area like me when I just came that had nothing Caribbean, you're gonna be sad for a long time until you find somewhere that actually sells the stuff that you are craving, and you're gonna be just buying everything, and it's going to be expensive. But that is a con. It is a con, because guys, it's hard to be living in a country for so many years and then move to a different country and not see the things that you're used to. So that can be a con. Healthcare, definitely a con. Healthcare is very expensive in the United States. You look, if you did not watch my last video that talk about the struggles of an immigrant in the United States, we talk about healthcare there. And we talk about some examples. You need to check that out to hear some of the exorbitant fees that people are paying for healthcare. Check that out, guys. I'll leave it here. That's definitely a con. Also, if you're planning to have a baby in the United States, please know, Jamaicans, we have our babies and we get 2 months maternity leave with pay, and you can get up to 3 months maternity leave, and the third month no pay. Don't think it's the same thing in the United States of America. No maternity leave with pay. You must have some form of add-ons in your insurance that's going to be covering your maternity days off. So, I'm not sure about other states. If you're in a state or if you're in a school district that pays for maternity leave, put it in the comment section below so others can learn about it. But I'm telling you about my experience. When I was teaching in South Carolina, I got no maternity leave with pay. Oh no. Another con, and I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to let people feel uncomfortable with themselves or let people rethink what they're doing. But another con is some people do not like outsiders, and that's just a fact. They do not like outsiders. And when I say outsiders, I mean people from other countries. You will find that people in your communities, people in your work environment, they do not like outsiders. And when I say outsiders, I'm saying again, once you're not from this country, you're going to find people who do not like outsiders, and they will do everything in their power to make it be known. That's a con. I'm not going to say that's everybody, but just to give you a heads up, that's a heads up. If you've experienced anything like this, put it in the comment section below. But it's just the truth, the raw truth. So, those are my pros. Those are my cons. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth leaving your home country to come and take on all these new things just in the sake of working in the United States? Is it worth it, guys? If you believe it is worth it, put it in the comment section below and say why. And if it's not worth it, tell us why also you believe it's not worth it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Again, if you need one-on-one consultancy on how to get a teaching job in the United States, you can check out supremacyconnect.com. Guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.